Good afternoon and welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. I've just opened the window, so I've just got some fresh air in. Just had some beautiful, or a nice beautiful organic meal and feeling great. I had my tea twice today, so I'm feeling great. I don't know how you're feeling. Yeah, all good really. Do you want to come closer? Hello. Oh look, we're talking about a crystal today. Okay, well it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to talk about crystals. It really is. I remember working on this beautiful lady who was world famous, and she was very, very humble. Very humble. I love people like that. Really humble. She came to me with an issue of health and well-being. She wanted to connect with her husband, of course, in the spirit world, and I did my best to try and connect, but most of her sessions were about healing, self-healing, and just trying to live a more healthier life. Although she had a lot of issues because of her fame and what she was, and it took it out on her in a physical level. And so she came for healing, basically. She'd like to get rid of these pains. Part of the issue she had was blood, and she had this kind of issue in her body. I don't like to use medical terms, but in the body wasn't producing the right kind of cleansing that it needed, and the blood was struggling because of many things, okay, including pain and suffering, not only the physical but the mental and the spiritual. It's like all of this was together causing a lot of stress in the blood, and the blood wasn't cleansing. I got to learn a lot many years ago about health, not health as you see in the medical term, but in a different term. So when I was attuning to health and trying to understand it, certain things were resonating with me. Like there's if you believe in God, okay, if you believe in a higher source that's created all mankind, or you don't, maybe this is just all by accident, but if we've been created for a certain reason, would we be created as a body with things that are not meant to be in it? It's really simple, really. Right, that animal was born, and it was born with a condition inside it that we need to cut away and throw it away because it shouldn't have been born with that. No, if you are born healthy and born without any contamination from your past parents that might have had stuff pumped into them and stuff, if you were born natural, you'd come out with a natural body with all organs. This is what Spirit used to say to me: all organs are essential. And one of the things that I found fascinating was something called the appendix. And I had a lot of clients with appendix, and some of them used to have issues with the appendix. Now, because mainstream doesn't really know what to do with that, mainstream science and doctors, they don't really know. You know, it's a bit like a sloppy teacher, a sloppy, useless teacher. What the sloppy, useless teacher does is look at his classroom and watch anybody who's not doing a good job, go up to them and say, "What's that?" "It's my drawing, sir." "You've made a mistake. Tear it out and start again." Same thing, same thing. So when somebody doesn't know what they're doing as a teacher, or somebody who doesn't know what they're doing in their job, let's get rid of it. "I don't really know what it is." Let's get rid of it. Throw it away. It's useless. Well, let me tell you guys, that what they say is useless and good for nothing is absolute BS to its highest degree. It's just another way of creating another idea that you think in your mind that, oh, these guys know what they're talking about. Actually, they don't. That's why they're cutting it out and throwing it away. And actually, when I attune to people, hey, listen to this because it's true. A lot of people with blood disorders had their appendix taken out. And I noticed a lot of people with appendix didn't really have that issue. All right, you might say that's bullshit, but that's my understanding. That's my understanding. So I'm getting somewhere here. I really am. So what's the appendix for? In my opinion, as I attune to spirit, it's because it's there to help cleanse the body. You know, not only the liver is there to cleanse the body, but so is other things like, I don't know, gosh, there's so many things that cleanse your blood, that clear out the toxins. Spleen. The spleen. People laugh at the spleen. Guys, the spleen is really important. Let's cut the spleen out. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, let's cause more problems to the body. So I remember anyway, let's forget the client. Let's talk about what I witnessed with a certain crystal. And I've got it on me now today. And it's been 4 years since I've had a piece of this. So I managed to find some, and you know, there's so many crystals in the world. I hunted this one down. I thought, oh my God, I remember that. One of the things that I always find fascinating is that crystals turn up when something's going on in the atmosphere, especially in my world. That's what I noticed. So a lot of people are suffering with blood clots, and this beautiful piece here was helping with blood clots. And you know, Mother Earth gives us signs, as within the fruit, within crystals, plants, seeds, nuts. You look at a nut, you see it's the shape of a walnut is the shape that the two parts of the brain. So you crack that open, you eat it, it's good for the brain. Well, look at this. The ruby inside here is a beautiful acknowledgement of, in my opinion, red is of the heart, of blood. And this crystal really does help. So there is ruby in this crystal, and this crystal is called ruby, and inside is albite. So it's a beautiful connection because both of them work so well in helping, cleansing, clearing, sending a beautiful energetic wave throughout the whole of the body. I used to have 3 pieces of this. One was a stick, which was fairly long. One was a piece like I hung around my neck now. And another piece was, it was more like a flat, polished, and it was like a pebble, flat pebble. And I used to use that on my clients. And every now and again, I'd say, look, take this with you and use it on your body. Follow the pain. Follow the pain. So they'd say, what do you mean? Where do you feel there's any pain in your body? Well, I don't feel any pain. Oh, okay. Just sit down, relax, and feel and watch what happens. And they'd say, oh, I don't know what you mean. I'd say, okay, let's do it together. We'll practice. So we'd sit and practice, and I'd be speaking to them as I had my ruby in my hand. They'd have the ruby in their hand, and then I'd take them through this process of relaxing and then letting the body speak to them. The body speaks to you all the time. It's just that you don't listen. None of us do, hardly. So when you get to that point, and she says, oh my God, I'm feeling it here in the base of underneath my leg, blah, blah. Right, rub there now. Okay, are you rubbing? Gently rub it until you stop rubbing it. When do I stop rubbing it? When you feel you need to stop rubbing it. Okay, when is that? You'll know. Okay, so she keeps rubbing it. I'm with her. I'm in that energy, and all of a sudden, I'm feeling it. Okay, now you're getting another feeling. That means you follow the pain. You follow the issue. You follow the block. So then she takes it in her other hand and goes to the other leg, or up to the arm, or to the head, or right. That's how you heal yourself. So she was doing that over 3 or 4 months. Prior to that, she was getting issues with her blood, lots of problems with thinners, trying to do this, what you couldn't do, what you couldn't eat. Oh, don't touch grapefruit, don't do this, don't do that. So the doctors were scaring her to death and giving her more and more and more stuff, which was causing 38 effect causes to her body. So now she's ill with lots of other things. Anyway, she decided to start to go on a more holistic approach, and she came for healing once 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. So this crystal was amazing. I know I've gone off on one, but it's important that you know the story. This crystal was helping this client, this lovely lady, and she swore by it. And one day she came and she'd bought 5 or 6 pieces, and she gifted me 2. Which I obviously gifted to other people who had the same problem. And she said she swore by it, and she used to use it on many different forms of self-healing. She went on a path and started learning different types of healing. And yeah, to this day, as far as I'm aware, I haven't spoken to her for a long time, but she was very healthy, and she was in her 60s then, so she must be 74, 75, something like that. So, you know, maybe I should contact her now I'm speaking about it and say hello. But so I guess we'll talk about it. So this beautiful ruby-in-albite, what I would suggest with this crystal, certain things that are good for you when you wear it. No, let me tell you what it does, what I recognized. It helps connect you to your heart energy. So that's really where your spirit, your soul lies, and it helps you connect to that. Once you become connected to that and less connected to your brain, you then start to see things that you never saw before. So it opens up a doorway, a magical doorway into a beautiful path of feeling your body. If you want to become a healer, great crystal to work with. Great crystal to work with, because it emphasizes certain things that you never saw. So it sends a shockwave into your body that helps you see things and feel things. So you become your own healer, meaning that you start to feel pain and, oh, that doesn't feel right. And all of a sudden now your body is speaking to you, and you are listening. So there is a connection without a doubt. This crystal connects you to the healer within. So that's a great start. It's great for cleansing of toxins in your blood. It's great to heal parts of your body. Like I said, the spleen, it's a wonderful cleanser of the spleen if you put it down there. If you lift it higher up to the heart, it's more of a connector to the heart. So there's so many different aspects of this crystal that are working simultaneously, and it's incredible when you're working with your client. If you just wear it around your neck, you might feel something, you might not, but it does the work. It really does help. There's a lot of other things about this crystal. It really is a grounding crystal as well. It really is grounding. It's a purification crystal. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel positive. If you want to achieve your goals, your path, your dreams, your creativity, great crystal to wear. It really emphasizes what you don't see. So in truth, it brings you on a really nice spiritual path. It really does help you step onto that spiritual journey. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel joyful. If you've ever had any issues with love, it helps cleanse and clear that. It brings in self-love. It's actually a very, very powerful crystal in so many ways. I could talk about it all day. But yeah, it's just a really good crystal. It really is. I like it. Show you again, eh? It's just beautiful. It has other great aspects as well. It's great protection crystal. It's really good for cleansing negative energy that comes into your field. So it's great for that as well. I also suggest wearing it with Tektite. Tektite, and this is a great crystal to work with, especially if you're working on cleansing your heart, strengthening your heart, if you're wanting to clear away a lot of negativity. Yes, your body will naturally clear it away. Yes, your energy field will clear it away. Yes, Mother Earth will clear it away in the air. But if you're wearing a Tektite with it, it does absorb very quickly and clears it very fast. So if you're wearing them together, it's quite a nice combination. Also, black tourmaline is a great crystal to wear with this as well. So they're just some of the things that I suggest. If you've never met this crystal before, I would go to your local crystal store and say, excuse me, Mr. Crystal Store lady, gentleman, do you have anything in your store called Ruby-in-albite? And they'll probably say, oh, I do. I have a little pebble over there. Good. Take it and use it. Massage it, work with it, hold it, and let the crystal do its work. It is a fantastic, lovely crystal. And yeah, I have a few pieces on my website just going up now. That has taken 6 months to get here. Go to your local store and support them. Go and buy one and see. It's nice to have in your collection. It really is. It's a beautiful crystal. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic teas, crystals, oils, incense, books and everything.